Hello everyone, welcome back to the 20 Dolph channel, and this is my 2006 Volkswagen Golf 1.9 TDI Mark 5. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is doing a complete overview of this car, so driving it, what's under the bonnet, everything else about this car you're going to see in this video. So let's get into it. So let's start off at the front end of my Mark 5 1.9 TDI, and it's just classic standard Mark 5 Golf up here. So you do have these little pieces of grille section here. The badge has been repainted by me, because the previous owner decided, you know what, I think a black badge would look really good on a silver car. So it just looked like a round circle at the front. It didn't look any good, so I repainted that to silver, and now it's kind of body matched as well, and I think it looks kind of cool. Headlights, I love how they've put the little Volkswagen badge in the headlights. It's so nice. It's such a nice little detail. I love this era of Volkswagen. It is probably my favorite kind of time period of Volkswagen. Those early 2000 weird, wonderful, amazing engines, cars, everything. Volkswagen in the early 2000s was unmatchable. But I'm telling you, moving down, because this is a comfort line, I think it's the same as the trend line, where you get the black trim pieces. So I will be color matching that at some point. But down, you don't get fog lights or anything. It is just standard front end of a Mark 5 Golf. And apart from that, you do have these creases in the bonnet here. Helps the front of it look just a little bit less bubbly, which is quite nice. I do like it a lot. That's about it for the front end. Around to the side of my 1.9 TDI Mark 5 Golf. And I mean, it is just very, very standard base model Golf Mark 5 here. You got the plastic door handles, you got the plastic trim piece on the doors here. It is very base model. It is screaming base model. You also don't get a sunroof, which is actually a good thing on these Mark 5s. It's a very good thing, because those sunroofs always fail. Drainage pipes always get clogged, and water always leaks into the interior, like what happened with my black R32. Moving on from that, it is just very standard Mark 5 on the side here. Nothing too special going on, unlike the R32 or the GTI. You get these nice 15-inch wheels at the front here, which, I mean, they're fairly standard wheels. It's going by that 195/65/15 tire size, so if you know anything about that, you already know. So those are the wheels that we have on my Golf here. They're okay, they're very comfortable, they're dynamic enough. I feel like they're acceptable. Moving around to the rear of my TDI Golf here, you can see the previous owner has done the nice little badge blackout on the rear here, and it's even worse than it was on the front. It's a black circle. Why do people do this? I really don't get it. So I'm going to be replacing that very, very shortly. But besides that, if you ignore that eyesore, the rest of the back of the Mark 5, it looks fine. It looks absolutely fine. This little plastic trim at the bottom here, I've never really, gelled with it. Don't really like it. It's a bit too much black plastic at the back here, but it's fine. As long as it's kept in relatively good shape, it's fine. It's fine. So apart from that, I've not really got any complaints about the rear. You got these nice tail lights. They're not the Valios, they're just the standard Golf tail lights. So that is all well and good. Golf lettering there, TDI badge there. I will be sticking a 1.9 badge there, because I need to let everyone know that I drive the world's most superior car. I've got this nice little doing of an antenna up there. In terms of boot space, I never tend to show this, but I will show it with my Mark 5 Golf. There is quite a lot. Please do excuse the mess that I have in the back here. Apart from that, you do have a lot of space. The floor does go quite deep, and there is this load lip here, but you can fit quite a lot of stuff in the back of the Golf here, and I believe it was actually class leading back in its time, back in 2006. Did that shut properly? I don't think so. There we go. But it is a 1.9 TDI. I'm sure you're begging to hear how this sounds. I have done a sneaky little exhaust mod, so it does sound pretty funny. So we'll give it a little start up. You hear two things in that. Firstly, my starter motor is on its way out, so please excuse that. That's getting fixed sometime next week. Secondly, I have unbolted the exhaust from the center section there because this has a variable geometry turbocharger, so it makes the Hilux noises when you let off. You can hear it a little bit on when you're revving it, but on the road it's a little bit more noticeable. So we will make a little bit of noise when we go and drive it. But now I think we should go pop the bonnet and see what lives under there. So the bonnet of my Mk5 Golf, we have the legendary 1.9 TDI. This thing is the most indestructible engine of all time. This particular car having the BKC 1.9 TDI, and essentially all that means is it's got the Garrett GTX 140470, I'm pretty sure it's called, something like that. It's a turbocharger. It makes full noises. This thing is indestructible. These engines go and go and go. I had a 1.9 TDI Polo 9N3. I love that car to bits because it just kept going. It didn't matter what I did to it or where I took it. It just worked all the time, besides one time. But that was fine. These engines are indestructible. You can run them without oil. You can run them without coolant. They just go and go. The only thing you really have to look out for is injectors. I think mine might need injectors. I'm not entirely sure. But it definitely needs a coolant bottle at the very minimum. This one isn't looking too happy, so I do have that in the car. But apart from that, these engines are so good. I love it. I love this engine. It's so fuel efficient as well. I'm getting like 4-5 liters per 100, and it's dirt cheap to fill up because it's diesel, and diesel prices for some reason don't fluctuate as much as petrol prices. So it's just a marvel of engineering, this 1.9 TDI. I could just stand here and look at it all day. It is well and truly just a masterpiece of an engine. Piek, you did well with this one, sir. It's a 1.9 TDI, and it's right there. It's right in front of my very eyes. I own another 1.9 TDI. Like, if this doesn't scream Eastern European dad, I don't know what does. Like, it's a 1.9 TDI. I love this. I love this engine. I just love it. You can't go wrong with it. Let's go check out the interior. Into the interior of my beautiful Mk5 Golf. We're greeted with this lovely leather-wrapped steering wheel. I should also mention the car just got detailed by my friend, and he did a outstanding job on it. So the steering wheel looks almost brand new. It's obviously it's a little bit old, but I mean, compared to when I first got it, it does look magnificent. It's also a very, very comfortable steering wheel to hold. It is the multifunction steering wheel, so you do get your steering wheel buttons, which is very, very nice. So that all controls various stuff around the car, which is very good. We also do get auto headlights in the Comfort Line Golf as well. There is this little trim that goes around the car. I don't actually know what it's meant to be, but that's that. Build quality wise, it is very solid. These Mk5s do have very solid build quality if cared for. They do start to they like these door cards, they do kind of start flopping off, and the headliners do sag, and other creaks do appear in the interior, but overall they're very solid feeling interiors. Like, it just feels very industrial. It's made to do one task, and that's just to work. So very good. Up here you've got our little dashboard here, so little rev counter on the left there. We've got a tiny little screen there, and we've got our little speedometer there. So that is all good. And look, I've got 320 kilometers of range and half a tank. But obviously that would kind of go up anyway. So yes, that is that. Apart from that, little storage area just around the side here. Sound system, surprisingly good. I think it's got 4 or 5 speakers, something like that. So that's acceptable. On the roof, we don't have a sunroof on my car, thank God. But we do have a little sunglasses holder. What is this? I don't even know. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I was wondering where that might have gone. Okay, but it kind of just falls out. You know what? I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it like that and hope for the best. We do have these little lights which illuminate this center section at night, and it kind of gives like a little red light, so you can actually see. It's cool. It's cool. I love it. I remember our family's car when we first moved to Australia was a Volkswagen Tiguan. I think we had one of the first ones in the entire country. And I remember that also had this feature where it had these little red projectors that kind of illuminated the center console here at night. And I thought that was just the coolest feature when I was younger. So It's very nice. I love it. This era of Volkswagen. I'm sorry. I'm just obsessed with it. Up here you have a little storage area with my ETOL tag, whatever thing. These vents, like usually they all usually they all have a little adjuster thing on it, but they do tend to snap off. They have on my R32. They have on this too. That is just a typical Mk5 thing to expect. I have fitted the RCD 360 Pro from the EOS into this car, so that is all just plug and play. Very easy to install. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, everything like that. All works very nicely. So that is good. Down here you have your physical aircon controls. It just works. You've got what you want, where you want it, and that's good. My particular 1.9 TDI is a DSG. So this has the DQ250 6-speed automatic dual clutch transmission. So that is good. Mine seems to be okay. These can be problematic with mechatronic units, clutches. Very expensive to fix, especially in Australia, but most people just tend to replace the gearbox entirely. So fingers crossed I won't have to do that in the foreseeable future. The gearbox will definitely break way before the engine will. So that's something, I suppose, reassuring to know. Down here you have your manual handbrake, of course, and then you have a little cover for your cup holders down there. There are 2 of them, so that all works. They also do come with a bottle opener from factory, which also acts as a divider. Obviously this car is missing it, so most of them are, but it's kind of interesting that Volkswagen would include a bottle opener in a car. Like, promote drink driving without promoting drink driving, am I right? And of course you've got your little center console armrest thing here, which does move around and adjust and work as a good little armrest. So that is all nice and well. Moving on to the seats. So of course, this being a fairly low option comfort line Golf, we do have these cloth seats. They are very supportive. They're actually very comfortable as well. Overall, in terms of cloth seats that you kind of get in base model cars, I think this is class leading of this era. They are very, very comfortable, very, very nice seats, and I don't have any complaints whatsoever about them. Same can be said for the rear as well. Obviously, with my seating position, legroom is pretty much non-existent, but they are very comfortable seats. And if you're not as tall as a giraffe, you should be fine sitting back there as well. I think I've pretty much covered everything with the interior of my 1.9 TDI Golf. Now let's go drive it. Here we are in my 1.9 TDI Mk5 Golf, and I am so bloody excited to drive this car right now. Let's hope it starts first try. Perfect. See, a 1.9 TDI is so dependable, it will outlive the starter motor of the car. So, let's put our little seatbelt on here. Get ready to experience them. Wouldn't be one of my car reviews without something happening, so there we go. At least it's already happened now. Here we are in the 1.9 TDI, handbrake down, put it into manual mode. Actually, you know what, we'll start it off in regular driving mode, just because I feel like it. There are heaps of cyclists around today, so I'm hoping that doesn't cause any problems. But even with the exhaust chopped off, it's like literally, it's split at the middle, and so it's catalytic converter, then just exit, and it's actually not that loud. It sounds exactly the same as it does like with the full exhaust on. The only difference is it makes full noises. So we will experience that very, very shortly. It is a lot of fun because no one expects it to come from a from a Golf Mk5. You expect it from like Hiluxes, Patrols, this, that, the other, but not from a Golf. But in terms of how it drives, like, it is just typical Volkswagen Mk5. Not a very thrilling driving experience, but it just feels nicely balanced. Like, this car's got 275,000 Ks on it. The engine's barely broken in, pretty much. And it feels so tight. The suspension's tight, the steering's nice and direct still. It feels very, very pleasant to drive. But we'll quickly drop some gears, because we are coming up to a little straight here. Listen to that 1.9 TDI. Alright, you ready? I mean, it's not the world's fastest car by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. The car has 77 kilowatts and 260 or 70 newton meters of torque, something like that. So because it's got so much torque, it feels quick, but it's not, because it's only got 77 kilowatts. But my check brake pads light just came on. Interesting little thing to happen. That's fine though, that's nothing major. I just need new brake pads. Alright, here's our second little straight here. Considering like how little power it has, like it does really do, it really does feel quick, and that is because of the torque. Like, and then obviously you've got my favorite little feature about the car. It makes this noise. Hang on, I'll put the window down a little bit. It's such an addicting little noise, and you just don't expect it out of a TDI Golf. Like, this is the kind of noise you expect to hear out of like Patrols and Hiluxes and stuff. The fact it's coming from a Golf, it's just like everyone looks and goes, what the fuck? It's hilarious. Woo! Woo! Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I love it. The gearbox in this particular car is really responsive as well, so fingers crossed I don't have any DSG dramas. But in terms of like driving with the windows up, I've got the aircon set just a little bit. There are cyclists absolutely everywhere at the moment. I don't know why. It is just pleasant to drive. It is the one thing Volkswagen get perfect every single time. It's just that every single car, no matter if it's an R32, if it's a regular Golf, if it's a Tiguan, like everything feels very nicely balanced and pleasurable to drive. Like, I wouldn't say it's the most exciting car in the world to drive, but my god, it does handle the corners beautifully. And the seats have a perfect amount of bolstering, I feel like, just for a car of this class. I feel very, very snug in the seat, and I don't roll around heaps when I'm going around corners quickly. And I do find that Volkswagen nail the seating position and the seat comfort and everything else about the seat so well. And even condition-wise, this car's got 275,000 Ks on it. The seats don't look a day over 50,000 Ks old. Like, they have really, really stood the test of time. And a friend of mine actually cut one of these seats up, exactly the same seat. He had to use 3 different hunting knives because the seat material actually kept making the hunting knives blunt. That's how strong this material is. So there you go. But like, in terms of everything, like the steering, it's just so nice. The suspension's nice. Everything's just nice. Like, there is a little bit of a wheel bearing noise. I think one of the wheel bearings needs to be changed. There's a few bits and pieces that need to be done on this car, but after that's all done, like, it's just such a solid platform, and it's worth investing into just to keep it on the road. Because once the things are done, you never really have to touch them again in your ownership. As long as the engine keeps running, like, that's all that matters, and it will, because it's a 1.9 TDI. I don't think anyone who actually knows me knows that I love the 1.9 TDI. You can't know me without not knowing that I love the 1.9 TDI. It's just such a dependable, like, I don't know, I love the energy this car gives. It just feels like it's just an honest, dependable little car that's good for work, and it's so perfect. Like, it's replacing my EOS with the EA113 out of the Golf GTI, and I was just scared of something going wrong with it, and the water was leaking through the roof, and it was getting to a point where I was just like, okay, well, I just need a dependable little car to run around in for work and have people in, not really care about, and this car does it so well. So well. It was just like my Polo 1.9 TDI, and it just kept going. Like, I did 20,000 Ks without any real dramas in that car, and the fuel efficiency is just incredible, and like, it costs next to nothing to fill up, and it's powerful enough. Like, it just works. It works beautifully as well, and I wouldn't even say it's the most boring car I've ever driven. It's beautiful to drive if you actually want to give it some. I wouldn't compare it to a Ferrari 458 or anything, but it's very, very nice to drive. Oh my gosh, it's a Sunday morning. It is a Sunday morning, and grown ass men are riding around on children's toys everywhere. Like, I'll be honest, I have a major thing against cyclists. I don't care if you take it to, like, the Sydney Olympic Park has some awesome riding trails, but if you're going to go on the main road, which is a very narrow road to begin with, and a regularly used road at that, and ride your little children's toy around, I've got no respect for you. Especially the ones in the groups, where they're like all clumped together and they don't let you pass, and then there's that guy at the back who's going, yep, go past now, it's safe. It's like, bro, you're on a power trip, you're not him, alright? Pipe down, okay? Get a real job, get a real car, and stop riding around on the same thing I was riding around when I was 6 years old. Like, come on. Anyway, little rant over. Back to the 1.9 TDI, should you buy one? The answer is absolutely yes. I don't care what position you're in. If you're running it financially tight, if you're well off and just want something dependable, like this car is just perfect for everyone. Like first car as well, like you really just don't have to worry about anything engine-wise, mechanical-wise going wrong with it. Maybe if you want it to be a little bit more dependable, get the manual transmission, not the DSG, because these DSGs, I won't lie, they are first-gen DSGs. They are problematic. They really are. My black R32 went through 3 gearboxes, so they do have their problems. But if you do get a manual, you really can't go wrong with it. It's paired to an amazing engine. These engines just go and go like the, oh my gosh. I love this car. It just feels, I'm hoping it's going to serve me well. In fact, I know, I'm so confident this car is going to serve me well long term. So that's really all that matters. And if I'm confident in this car, you should be too. Get off the bloody road. I can't even with these cyclists. Anyway, just before we conclude this little video here, let's make a couple more little highlights noises. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do one right next to the cyclist. I know I'm going to get cancelled for this, but seriously, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's a Saturday. It's a Sunday morning. It's a Sunday morning. Go spend time with your kids. Why are you running around on a children's toy? Like, what are you doing, mate? Absolutely beyond me. I'm going to get cancelled for saying all this, but to be honest, I don't care. If you're a cyclist and you're that inconsiderate, you kind of deserve the backlash, to be fair. So, all right, we're turning into our little spot here. Oh my gosh, I love this car. I love this car already. I'm a big fan of it. And I would really recommend you go on Marketplace, Gumtree, car sales, anything, and go and get yourself one of these absolute beauties of a vehicle. Like, oh my God, I love it. I love this car. I absolutely love it. Anyway, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.